Hi everyone, this is the Legendary Arm back again with more. This time I'm going to be doing another Bakugan unboxing. So this one's going to be for Bakugan Armoured Alliance, Dragonoid Ultra, and Magma Blaster. I'm really excited to get into this, but before that I'm going to talk a little bit about Kappa, a little bit of an update on it, and you might have seen my description change. I might actually also post after I record this video and then possibly edit it later. So for Kappa, they basically started it, and I originally thought I was going to have all my channel as 4 kids except for Fake Granddaughter, and I realized that the general audience, the quote-unquote general audience, is supposed to be not for kids. I'm actually trying to change up the way I do things. I'm just gonna leave a few of my videos as for kids, and then I'm gonna mark some as not for kids, including my newer videos. So from here on out, all my videos will be not for kids, and then you don't have to worry about not having comments unless YouTube changes that. I just kind of want to quickly address that because I know that it just randomly happened. It happened a little bit later than I expected. And on top of that, Kappa is basically destroying channels. It's not really saying that your videos are just gonna be gone in the abyss, but it's basically just taking people by surprise overall. Anyway, let's get into the rest of the packaging. So on the back, it basically says Dragonoid Ultra and Magma Blaster. It basically advertises the app too. I think the app actually did update, so it should be better than it was last time, hopefully. It's a challenge level of 2 to close. And this is actually one of the first times that we've ever seen Bakugear. It says Bakugear up. It reminds me of Battle Gear, and I was a really big fan of Battle Gear because that was around the first time that I actually did get into Bakugan. And before I get into the unboxing, I also wanted to kind of show you how the original box looked. Original box had the Bakugan over to the side. Then you can also kind of see how it used to be all red and black. There was some blue right there with Dan on the front of every box for some reason. But this one, they changed it. It's a lot more like the Takara Tomy packaging, where it's basically more silver and more mechanical looking. I actually like it. It's a nice change. It's just like, it reminds me of Mectanium Surge. Anyway, let's get into the unboxing. Okay, so I am back and I got the Bakugan out of the box. So, before we get into a closer look at the Bakugan, I'll actually kind of go through the cards and what's here. It comes in a separate package, and they actually did listen to us. Where, before the cards were always bent when you got them out of the package. Now, they now are front to front. And then you have the quick play rules and then the instructions for how to close your Ultra Bakugan all in one little package, since it's basically just sandwiched in between. And then here's the instructions. I know that might not mean much to some people, but I'm still gonna go over the instructions. Okay, so for the collector sheet, it actually does show some new Bakugan like Enoch, Enoch, Batrix, and Galatar, I think. So yeah, there's a new Bakugan out. And there's also Feral right there, which is one of the new main characters, Bakugan. Then there are the instructions for how to close Dragonoid Ultra. So here's the card, which is Dragonoid Ultra. I think I might try to brighten it up later on. So the card is Dragonoid Ultra. It has 900 beat power and 2 damage. It comes with a Flaming Fist and a shield. Then for some reason it comes with this Bakugear. For some reason it comes with this Bakugear card, but it doesn't really come with that Bakugear. It's really strange. So this is Power Hammer. It has 6 costs. 100 beat power, and 12 damage. 12 damage is actually pretty good from what I can tell. And let's put these down there. I might actually compare the cards in a different video, just so if I get all the awesome ones Bakugan, I could compare them like that. Okay, so I have a green fist right here. This is how the cores used to look like. This is how they look like now. It's like the Takara Tomy cores, just like the box. It's more like the Takara Tomy box style, which I think that's really cool. Okay, so for the shield it has 200 beat power and -2 cost for the Bakugear. Then for the Flaming Fist it has +5 damage and -1 cost for the Bakugear. It's actually pretty nice. And also if you are an owner of Takara Tomy Beyblades, you can actually put some of your star stickers. You can actually put some star stickers. Like this one. You can put some star stickers on there so that way you can tell yours from your opponents too. So Dragonoid Ultra is basically a huge combination of all the Bakugan that came before, all the other Dragonoid that came before. This new Dragonoid actually has expandable wings. The old Ultra Dragonoid actually does have the horn, but this one actually does flip out, so that just makes this better. And the head actually does look better too. It does look a little bit more animated and a lot better. The tail is the inspiration from the original Dragonoid Ultra. The legs are actually less. The legs are actually less chunky than before. But I think it has some resemblance to Titan Dragonoid core. Then again, that's just me. And I actually like the tail design because at the back you can actually tell that the tail has 3 little spikes on it, and it just shows you how much detail and work that they put into making this Bakugan. So you move the horn down, push the head down, then you close up the wings, move the legs, then you fold in the tail, curve it inwards, then this is the last part. Okay, then you close your Dragonoid Ultra. I actually do like how they restarted it from the beginning. Because it almost seems like you're not really missing out on anything wherever you just get a new Bakugan. 3, 2, 1, Bakugan, bro. Okay, it actually did a flip. So, yeah, that actually does kind of conclude for Dragonoid Ultra. I actually do like it. it seems a lot like the old one, except for it has a better design, better attention to detail, and it won't throw cores as much. So for Bakugan, this is called the Magma Blaster. And if you don't know what Magma is basically like, it's kind of like molten lava. And I'm actually provide a picture of it if you really want to know what Magma looks like. But it's basically like Dragonoid is a dragon, then it's a fire theme, so that's what they were kind of going for. I do appreciate it, but I'm not really sure how good it's going to really work for Dragonoid on the show. Anyway, for Bakugan, they actually did curve it. They curve it so it'll work good on any Ultra. So let's show off with regular Dragonoid here. No, let's fall out the lane. Let's show with the regular Dragonoid. Okay, yeah, that actually did scare me a bit, but it just pops out and then it just pops out like a cannon. It does look like a cannon too, so that works pretty well. But the best part about Bakugan is that it also works on older Ultras. So, like this one is Hyper Dragonoid Ultra. It actually fits on it too, and the horn kind of gets in the way. It actually does fit. It does work. It's not going to fall off or anything, and it won't really look too weird. But I actually like it. It's perfectly done. On top of that, you don't really need to have the toys in order to play them in the card game. So that just makes it a little bit more valuable. On top of that, you have these little parts. So these look like little blasters. I don't know why, but they look like little blasters. Let's bring out the wings a bit, and then okay. So here it is. I guess you could say the upgrade version of it. I'm not really sure what those blasters really do on the show, because the show isn't even out yet at the time I'm recording this. So it really doesn't make much sense to me why those two parts are on the wings, because it just doesn't really work. I don't know why. That just doesn't work for me for Dragonoid. It doesn't really look too good, but I guess later on when I see it in the show or actually see other people use it like this, then my opinion might change. Not really sure. Anyway, that's about it for Dragonoid Ultra. Like if you want, favorite if you want, and subscribe to become a legend in the making. See you next time, bye. And we're all proven to be legendary.